Okay, Glenn, this is, oh wait, this is Glenn. I'm Will, and welcome to Poland Daily Travel. We're here on Piwna Street. What does that mean?
Beer Street.
Beer Street in Gdansk, the beautiful town of Gdansk. It's an amazing place. As you can see, look behind us. What a building.
This is ASP, which is the Visual Arts Academy.
Yeah.
And it used to be in history, this was Zbrojownia, which I think would be in English...
armory?
Armory.
Is it armory?
I think
yeah.
so.
So it used to be an armory, and now it is an amazing art school. Can you imagine if you, wouldn't it be cool if you got to go and do your art there? That was where you went? It's like a temple of
I could be a nude model.
Yeah, you could be a nude model. It wouldn't be the first time. But it's like...
From 1605.
What an amazing building, yes.
Renovated in 1768.
It says right there, 1605, yeah. Very good. In 1758, which to us is chump change. It means nothing. That's just yesterday to us.
I was a wee tyke.
Yeah. Let me ask you something. Why do they call it Beer Street, but is that because there's a lot of beer here, or is that an idle boast?
I wonder if this is really the big pub street in Old Town. This is where the pubs are. The clubs would be somewhere else as far as nightlife goes.
Well,
but
we're going to see
a lot
one
of the
later,
pubs are
maybe.
here.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's a coincidence or because of the geography or just because they thought it'd be a good place to have a pub. I don't know.
You don't know, but they traditionally the beer halls were here. Yeah. I mean, because of Gdansk, let's face it, it's got a German and Polish feel.
German,
it's
Polish,
mixed.
and a little bit of Holland.
Swedish or
a little bit of
Dutch.
Holland. And the Hanseatic League, yes, all of
Hanseatic League.
Yeah, so the whole area like with Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, Denmark, northern Germany, right?
Yeah.
Hamburg.
Hamburg was a Hanseatic.
Yeah.
And there's Tallinn and
Kaliningrad.
Riga, you're saying?
Tallinn.
Kaliningrad. No, let's not call it that. Let's call it Königsberg. Much nicer name, isn't it? The King's.
I call it
Berg.
Kingtown.
Kingtown. It's Kingtown
English.
because, like Kingston, yeah. But,
Kingston, there you go.
It's like Kingston, right. That's good, yeah. But the thing is, though, that the Russians came over there, and they just said, oh, we'll have that. It had nothing to do with Russia.
They needed a port.
They needed a port, of course.
Where it wouldn't freeze over.
Yeah, because it's just over there. I think it's that direction, isn't it? Not far.
So it's called, there's a name for that. It's when you have a little piece on the side, what's that word? Do you remember that word? Not an annex, but there's some word for that, like annex.
An annex, yeah, a little,
enclave.
Yeah, enclave. Yeah, it's kind of an enclave. Yeah, full of tanks, at any rate. Sounds a bit scary.
You can take a ferry from here, pretty cheap. It's one good little side trip.
Oh yeah, you can take a ferry. Where do you get the ferry if you want to go to see our Russian friends?
I think that's not, they keep changing it. I think it's in Newport. It's up to you, Newport, Newport.
Yeah?
Noviport.
The Newport.
It's a neighborhood of Gdansk. Close to, on the north side, close to...
Oh, you were doing the Frank Sinatra thing.
Yeah.
I like that. That's good.
So it's the north side of town, towards, all the different neighborhoods where all the blocks are, towards Sopot and Gdynia. It's north side where you find the old, where Lech Wałęsa did the stuff when communism was
Solidarity
falling.
stuff.
The shipyards, right?
Yeah, the shipyards. I mean, the port, the shipyards are, essential part of the history.
And that's the big place to go for the big parties now. When there's big events, like some huge band comes from the West or something, very often it'll be in one of the clubs in the shipyards.
Is that right? Yeah, well, who would know better than yourself?
It's the big open area with big buildings. A lot of towns in Europe have this where their old factories are turned into big party venues. Like in Berlin and so on.
Oh, sure. So it's doing the same sort of thing.
Yeah, it's happening here, and it's very interesting to witness it, blooming. Absolutely,
I can imagine. I was just thinking about some places you can go when we're doing this show. We can go and just spend a day, and we can do it. A lot of it. I mean, it depends on how you want to do it, but we can.
At the moment, we're at dusk, and we're walking down Piwna, and we're close to Mariacka, the biggest brick church in Europe.
Oh, let's go see it. Come on.
Mariacka.
Yeah. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Bumper! I think we're after a bumper. The bumper just happened. You were before the bumper. The Poland Daily Travel bumper, Glenn, before the bumper just went, You were talking about this church. Now, you were saying something interesting.
Yeah.
The biggest church, or?
Yeah, this is like, I think
brick?
the biggest brick-made church in Europe, I think is what I understood. It is
I think
huge.
I've heard that,
If you
yeah.
try to go up to the top, it's gonna be half a day. At our age, take us half a day to do that.
Take us half a day. I'm not going up there without somebody to have to carry me.
You need the help of the Lord.
I need a fireman to do a fireman carry.
Or maybe if you pray for the help of the Lord Jesus Christ, maybe he'll get you up there.
I reckon he probably could. Yeah. If
Powerful.
anybody could do it, Jesus could do it, for sure. Now, do you know how high it is? Looks
No,
like
I
about
don't.
100 meters.
I
or
don't
something.
remember numbers.
It's massive, isn't it?
I'm not a number rememberer.
Yeah. And what's the name of the church again?
Mariatska.
Mariatska. And it's the cathedral, right?
Yeah,
That's the
main one.
famous
It's the main
cathedral,
one for Gdansk.
God, I mean, well, it must be.
Yeah, at that
Because
size.
could there be a bigger one than that? I love the street. If we just stand here and look at this street, it's worth taking a walk back, isn't it? From this perspective. We got the nice light coming at the end of the day here. Gosh, we had rain on the road trip. Yeah, we had terrible rain. And I sound like Trump. We had terrible rain, let me tell you. It was really bad. It was rain. It was the best rain. It was the worst rain, actually.
I know rain
that way-
better than anybody.
I know rain better than anybody.
Anybody.
Yeah. We both know rain better than anybody.
Even when I lived in the desert, I knew rain better than anybody.
That's right. That's right.
So this street is a good place to start, for the first beer, or
Yeah.
after dinner maybe.
Yeah. We'll come over here and have a beer, I think. The boys are going to want some beer. They've worked hard today.
Yusuf Ka moved here from Sopot, a great place, like an old library inside. It's very close.
What's that?
Jazz concerts and jam sessions.
Oh, let's look here.
It's on the corner.
What a great
This
building.
is 7-8.
This is a great building.
This is stamp collecting house.
This is the stamp collecting house. Wow.
A lot of cool little museums in this town.
That's
This is a stamp
amazing. This is a museum, right?
I guess so. It's a
You know,
stamp collectors,
it says Philatelistica.
which means stamp collecting.
Yeah. Yeah, means stamp collecting, right. That's amazing. Super. Poland Daily Travel in Gdansk. We're having fun with Glenn Meyer. He's a good man. Lots of gold records. It's true. It's absolutely true. And he's guiding us.
And geographer.
Stay tuned for the next thrilling episode.
You can also mention that my degree is in geography.
We could also mention that his degree is in geography.